Hello all. In this video, we would discuss about errors and exceptions in Python. So while developing a program, it is quite normal to have errors and exceptions in our code. So what exactly are the errors? So errors are the problems in a program due to which the program will stop the execution. And there are three kinds of errors. First one, syntax errors, logical errors, and runtime errors. So what are syntax errors? Suppose you have written a statement. You have started the single quote, but you have forgotten to write the ending quote. So it would give an syntax errors. Second one are the logical errors. Suppose you want to find the average of two numbers, say 10 and 12. Suppose in the first scenario, you are finding the average using this statement. In the second case, you are finding the average by writing 10 plus 12 in brackets. So you would see that in the first case, you would get 16 as the output, whereas in the second case, you would get 11 as the output. So for a normal person, it is correct that the program has executed without any error. But the programmer know that he wrote the program to get 11 as the output. So that's the beauty of logical errors, that they are quite difficult to rectify. Then the third one are the runtime errors. So exceptions are also called as the runtime errors. So Python supports many built-in exceptions such as module not found error, import error, memory error, OS error, system error. So if you want to know more about these kind of built-in exceptions, you can simply run this statement. So now, since we have discussed about errors and exceptions in Python, so let's move on to a mechanism called as exception handling that is used to handle all these errors and exceptions. So the exception handling makes use of try except statement. So we can define try with the except block. And in this try block, we can write a code which may give rise to some kind of an exception. So if the try block has given rise to some exception, then only the except block would be executed. Like in this example, we can say that when the user enter value of a as 10 and b as 0, it would print can't divide with 0. If in case we have not enclosed this whole code in the try block, the program would not be executed at all. But in this case, since we have enclosed this piece of code, in a try block, so that's why the program would be executing successfully and we would get can't divide with 0 as our output. Then we have multiple except blocks. So for a single try, we can have multiple except blocks, but with different exception names. Like in this case, we have defined a try with two except blocks. First except block with a exception statement as keyboard interrupt, and the second except block with the exception statement as value error. So moving on, we have multiple exception in single except block. Suppose that in this except block, we have defined two exceptions. First one is a zero division error, and the second exception type is name error. So this is the example of multiple exception in single except block. Then we have the else clause. So this else block would be executed only if this except block is not executing. Like in this code, we can see that we are having value of a as 10 and b as 5, and the output is 2.0. Since there is no exception, so that's why else block has been executed and we are saying print C. That's why we are getting 2.0 as the output. Then we have the finally clause. The finally block would be executed irrespective of whether an exception has occurred or not. Like in this case, we can see that we would get an exception called as zero division error because of this zero in the denominator. So we would get cannot divide by 0 plus this is always executed, because we know that finally block would be executed irrespective of whether the except block has been executed or not. Then another important topic is raising exceptions. So let's try to understand this topic through example. So the raising exceptions are used to forcefully arise an exception. Like here we have defined a try with except block. In the try we are writing raise name error and say some message, that is hello dev incept. So we would see that when the try block would be executing, since there would be an exception, so we know that this except block would be executing and we would get exception handled. But with this we are writing a raise, so it will forcefully raise the exception of name error. So let's save it and let's see the output. Okay, so you can clearly see that firstly the exception that was raised by this statement has been handled, and we are getting exception handled as the output. But after that we are forcefully creating the exception and we are getting name error hello dev incept as the exception. So that was all for this video. Hope you have understood about error and exceptions in Python and about the exception handling mechanism. Thank you for watching this video.